I guess. I guess not. What's the upside? I don't know.
Just 3,000. Don't touch that dial because you are listening to Ayo and Valentine on the Smooth Breakfast right here on Smooth 98.1.
Do you know that COVID-19, also known as coronavirus, typically attacks the human respiratory system? This is why you must keep guarding against contact with respiratory droplets from sneezes and coughs through social distancing and improved personal hygiene. Always wash your hands with soap and water and sanitize when you're unable to wash your hands. Remember to stay hydrated by drinking a lot of water too. Don't entertain visitors for now and do the responsible thing by isolating yourself if you've been exposed to an infected person. It is important to obey the stay-at-home order as this will greatly help in containing the spread of the virus. One more thing, don't panic. Spreading unconfirmed news about COVID-19 will do more damage than good. Together as one, we will kick out coronavirus. This message is from Stanbic IBTC. Business trends beyond the headlines.
No, my best intros for
Business
Business
Express
Express.
on Smooth
Yeah,
This one.
98.1
big song.
in association
Well,
with
the Airtel
Stanbic
one
IBTC
is the
every
hottest thing
Thursday
in the
from
country right
6:45
now.
a.m.
Let's go.
Stanbic IBTC. It can be.
Yes, it can. And I like the message that lady was, lovely lady was sharing. Which was, still talking about coronavirus and how we should be safe.
Yes,
Lagos, happy
indeed.
independence.
Yes.
Rotus, happy independence,
Happy
man.
independence, Nigeria at 60.
Do you
And
feel old already?
yes, so this
Yes,
is,
I do.
we're getting up there in age, I
We
got
out
it,
there already.
yes, man. Gosh, but,
Lordy Lord.
we,
Welcome to the 1st of October, guys.
yes.
Today on Business Express 981, Rotus will be asking questions around how far we've come in Nigeria in terms of the economy. Join the conversation by sending messages on WhatsApp 0809 444 On Twitter, use that hashtag Business Express 981, and we're streaming on YouTube so you can watch.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, I mean, well, as far as looking ahead, the Federal Executive Council they've approved a 13 trillion naira budget for the 2021 fiscal year. Deficits in that budget is about 4.4 trillion naira. What are their benchmarks? They have the oil benchmark of $40 per barrel, production of 1.8 million barrels per day. Exchange rate of 379 to the dollar, although I understand the parallel market has shifted back to 470, unfortunately, because of supply issues. So 379 per dollar, inflation of 11.9. We're at 13.2 right now, and it's expected to continue to climb because of food prices. So them seeing 11.9 for 2021. Well,
Well,
well, Zainab Ahmed, Minister of Finance, she said the 2020 budget has a 68% revenue performance as of July. You have to, of course, take into account the fact that we've lost quite a bit of revenue due to the fall in oil prices so far this year. Expenditure or the performance there is at 92%. Salaries said is fully paid, pensions have been paid, debt service payments continue to be made. What else is here? They have a GDP projection of between 3 and 5%. How do you get there? We haven't. I mean, hopefully, I mean, this is now the fourth quarter. October kicks off the fourth quarter of the year, so we still have to wait to get confirmation of what third quarter GDP growth was. But with Q2 being at a contracting at 6%, I don't know. Third quarter is well, probably is the recession will probably be confirmed. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But so for the projection for 2021 to be between 3 and 5%, how do you plan on getting there? The last time we fell into recession when we climbed out, it was due to oil prices rising back up. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the scope is for oil prices going into 2021. Depends on if which looks like we're still dealing with this pandemic going into the new year. So I don't know, GDP projections between 3 and 5%. Again, inflation 11.9. So I mean that's the thing. So look, I moved back to this, so my darling country 10 years ago, 2010, yeah, and so here we are, 2020, and I think for everyone, every Nigerian out there, you just want to ask yourself if you're using a 10-year benchmark, or you can use 5 years, whatever time frame you want to use, or 20 years, right? You can ask yourself, okay, well, what am I able to do in 2020 as Nigeria turns 60 that I wasn't able to do 10 years ago or 20 years ago?
That's a good question.
Yeah. So has there
What's
been,
different?
yeah, what's the difference? Any
Yes.
technology and enhancements? What about my career? So ask yourself whether Nigeria has created an environment for you to progress in your career over the last 5, 10 years. You might be in a stage where you're still, changing careers or something, but are you making more money 10 years from 10 years ago? What does the future holds? If you look at plans of government, that's why I read out this budget. So at least they're planning. They put this budget out now. The Federal Executive Council has approved it. Um, if you are doing only 68% revenue performance in 2020 as of July, what do you hope to do in the new year? So these are the things you got. For you look at, are you able to get by? Food prices, your future prospects. Where's Nigeria going to be 10 years from now when she turns 70? Will anything have changed? So it's a period to reflect. I think the president is addressing everyone at 7.
No, 10.
Oh,
It's
10.
usually 7, right?
Oh,
But today
okay.
is unusual because he wants to make the address after the parade.
Okay. I
Yes.
thought it was 7 a.m. Okay,
No,
good.
10.
So 10 a.m. So we'll hear from him. I'll be listening to what he has to say on the economy. That's going to be my main focus. But I'm sure he'll talk about security. I really hope he addresses food prices and says something about what's going on there. I mean, Gabashe already put out a press release, but Val, it's time to reflect on where we've gotten to, and um,
Yeah.
just look ahead and be optimistic.
Nigeria, I feel like Nigeria should just start doing more crunches. Our pot belly is showing. So we need we need to eat healthy in terms of economy, really.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're looking at growth, looking at things that we've progressed with, I feel like the strongest growth have been experienced in technology.
Yeah.
Internet penetration is way more than it was in 2010. Data, access to data,
Yes.
and all that. Yes. In terms of financial inclusion, though, I'm not sure.
That's
dragging.
that's still dragging. Speaking of internet, what China, and I know that's probably not the best example, but this number just I found it staggering. Although they have it again, they've got a large population. Yeah, China hits a record 940 million internet users. 900, and what's their population? 1 point something billion.
Yeah.
So I
That's-
mean that's 90. I mean if you
Way
just put
over
it at
90%.
yeah, if you just put it at 1 billion people,
Yes.
that's 94% of the. I mean 940 million. That is it's
How
huge.
many are we again in Nigeria?
Well,
How
200
many
million. So that's like
who
that's
told
like
you about 200?
well, you see. So thank you. You've just hit on something now. Val, we still haven't done a census. In
No.
2020, Nigeria doesn't know how many people she has.
When was the last time we even did this?
I think it was 1996 or 2006.
Yeah.
There was a 6 there. It was
Yes.
either 1996 or 2006. So these are the data. Thank you for talking about tech. We need more data to know what is. I think that's one of our biggest challenges that has to be. Some data has to be acquired quick. How many is this? How many
Because
that?
if the government is projecting how to make money or how to tax or how to even show up some sort of revenue from any corner, the first yardstick would be how many with the population number, like the data.
Right.
How many people are here? How many people are employed? How many people are in school? How many people are yet to get jobs? How many people are self-employed? How many people are running businesses?
Exactly.
That's when you can make projections that are valid.
See,
Otherwise, you'll just be guessing.
Yesterday, South Africa released their unemployment figures for I think Q2. So it dropped from 30% to 23%. So it looked like unemployment had improved. Not knowing that COVID stopped a lot of able-bodied people from searching for work.
Yeah.
So the definition of unemployment is people who are able to work and are actively looking for it.
Yes.
If you don't, if a number of them drop off, it makes the number look better. But they now said if you include the people who are able to work but and stopped looking, it's like 42%. South Africa's labor force, Val, is 23 million. 23 or between 23 25 million. That's their labor force. So, and they are at 42% unemployment. We have a labor force of, what was it, 68 or almost 60 something million, and we're at 23%. How are we the same? How are you the same 23? We are dragging with South Africa with a labor force that's 1/3 of your size. So if you were to include all the people in Nigeria who have just given up on looking for work and add them in, so that's the data. When you talk about data, that's what that's a data point right there. So hey, again, we
optimistic.
what else can you do? It's Nigeria is all we have.
Yinka says Rotus. Val, Rotus shouldn't today's business experience be an Independence Edition special? 30 minutes. Yinka, you're reaching. He also adds, 10 years ago, I landed my second job and clocked a decade at the same job last month. Planned to get a mortgage in my 5th year, but that was suicidal. I'm not ready to die yet. I did get 2 cars in years though. Last year, decided to take the bull by the horn and approached the wine or red colored bank for a loan. And I was going to be given 3 million at 24%.
What?
I just generally looked away. Verdict has the country being good in 10 years, in the last 10 years. I think it's rigged to frustrate me alone. Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day, Yinka. 3 million at 24%.
You just play with your life.
24%.
My Makoka says, how are you going to fund the deficit budget with those unfeasible benchmarks? Hope is not a strategy.
Right.
We're going to see another knee-jerk reaction when they realize their pseudo-optimism. They will start taxing everything that moves. Rotos, the difference between 10 years ago and now is it's become worse. And the 3 meats in some people's egusi has reduced to 1. Actually, yeah, including mine.
Hey, people have different ways of measuring these benchmarks, they call it obstacles, obstacles in the soup or stew. You have to measure the number of obstacles you have.
The traffic in our soup has reduced. Henry Manuel says, Happy Independence. In 1960, United Kingdom's population was 52.4 million, while Nigeria's was 45.9 million. Today, Nigeria's population is more than 300% of UK's population. Ironically, UK's GDP is currently 400% that of Nigeria. As far as economic prosperity goes, we've done poorly. Not done well with our independence. We can do better.
We can.
Henry,
Thank you.
AJ says, to grow the economy, human capital must be government's top priority. It does not make sense to develop physical capital where human capital, which is the greatest asset, is not given serious attention, hence the increase in insurgency and other social vices. Thank you.
Exactly, but I'm sure President Buhari will talk about security when he talks. And another thing, education. Let's all listen to what he says about education, because that is the pipeline through which you develop human capital.
They're opening unity schools on the 11th. So
the
plan for that is for junior secondary school and senior secondary anyway.
Yeah.
John from Ikeja says data of food prices has nothing to do with Buhari. Data is for the private sector to generate and sell to anyone. According to my Tega Noja information Twitter yesterday, says those who work in private institutions are just public servants with corporate tax dressing.
No, but government, why do we have a statistics agency, right? You have a Bureau of Statistics. Exactly. Even the Ministry of Finance, they even have their own data collation center in there. Here's an improvement. The INEC, the Edo elections, right? Obaseki and Pastor Ezeamu. The results were uploaded as each polling unit was they uploaded immediately to is inecresults.com or something like that
electronically,
right? And INEC has announced that they want to start moving to electronic voting. Exactly.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, so that's an improvement because 10 years ago,
dude, I saw that press conference on Twitter the other day,
right,
3 days ago I think,
right.
They were sitting roundtable discussion and testing the e-voting system.
Yes.
I'm like, hold on,
and
I noticed that it was Nigeria.
So that we can celebrate that.
So it's
That
possible.
one, well done, INEC. So at least that is.
That's a
I'm
plus.
glad I'm glad I didn't
Do you
forget that.
imagine the amount of people that voted for Big Brother? Imagine translating that to people who vote for the
Yeah,
elections.
so at least they should now start looking at the phones. We talked about it on the show, but so good. At least that one is that's good news.
and opening up for the diaspora.
Yeah,
Guys,
exactly.
thank you so much for your messages. We really had fun with
Thank
them.
you, thank you, thank
And
you,
thanks,
thank you.
Rotu.
Happy Independence Day. Happy,
Special.
love Nigeria. I have
Bro,
no other country.
congratulations, man. 10 years.
Just like that. Thanks, man.
It's 15 minutes before 7 o'clock. 7:30 will be time for us to go into detailed analysis of our newspaper stories. We have songs lined up for you. I have John Legend next with Love Me Now. My name is Valentine. This is Smooth Breakfast.
On the headlines.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Express on Smooth 98.1 in association with Stanbic IBTC. Stanbic IBTC.